Matt Woods here with your 104.5 The Team Sports Center update. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos tonight in Monday Night Football. The Chiefs are looking to snap their two-game skid against the struggling Broncos. Kickoff tonight is set for 8:30 at Arrowhead. Bears tight end Zach Miller underwent emergency surgery, and it was successful emergency surgery to save his leg after being injured in yesterday's game against the Saints. Miller dislocated his knee and damaged an artery in his left leg. The NBA tonight, we have the Knicks hosting the Nuggets. It is the Knicks going for their third straight win. Tip-off at MSG is set for 7:30. But right now, it is time for Monday Mirages right here on Levack and Gaz.
All right, every Monday right around this time, we take a tour through the world of sports, and Gaza will be our tour guide. Is it real, like the Knicks winning? Is it real, or is it a mirage? Is it going to happen again? Will it never happen again? And I consider that since Melo's on the team, you're going to say mirage on that. But
let's not even beat around the bush. Real or mirage? Let's go with the Knicks. I didn't have the Knicks till a little bit later, but let's go with the Knicks. Real or mirage? The Knicks, the team, should be encouraged after destroying the Cavaliers over the weekend.
Okay, encouraged, real. Okay, I thought you were going to go a little more hardline on me, and ask me if I thought they were a good team after that, and that would have been a real-ish. Here's what I saw. I saw a team that actually played together. I saw ball movement. I saw defense. I saw them run the offense through Kristaps Porzingis, and I saw Tim Hardaway Jr. show you why he's there. Because let's be honest. You're not going to see a lot of defense in the NBA. So even by, if you want to make the point, Cleveland didn't really care about this game, you're going to score on a lot of teams. They may just score more than you. I feel good about what I saw. I think there's some pieces there that weren't there before, but I'm not willing to say that they're a 7 or 8 seed in the playoffs yet.
Real, they should be encouraged. With a young team like the New York Knicks and everything else that comes with it, I won't say full-on rebuilding, but let's say rebuilding. Those guys as athletes don't feel like it's rebuilding. They just go out and play basketball and hope they can win games. They should be encouraged as a team. They're winning games. I would be more encouraged if they go out and beat the Nuggets and beat other teams in the NBA after how bad they looked about a week and a half ago. So, yes, they as a team should be encouraged. The fan base should be I don't even want to go optimistic. I'm trying to think of the right word here. That don't get your hopes up too high.
Curiously optimistic?
No, I love that one, though, but not curiously optimistic.
Well, no, remember, they do this to you every year.
I know.
Get
that's
off to
what
a good start. And then right when you're like, hey, look, we're really a good team. We're going to be the 5 seed. We're going to do this. We're going to do all the great things. And then they go, what's up, basketball? So, they should definitely be. Anytime you can beat LeBron James in the world of basketball, you got to be excited.
Last night's Game 5, you heard it right here on 104.5. The team will have Game 6 for you tomorrow. Game 5 between the Los Angeles Dodgers and Houston Astros was the best World Series game ever. Real or mirage?
Mirage. We throw that around way too often. They scored a lot of runs. That's great, but I mean, there's been perfect games in the past, and there's been, walk-off hits that happened in 9 innings that were better and stuff. It was good. It was a really good game. It was entertaining. A little too long for my tasting. I don't mean to fall into that whole.
I gotta get to sleep soon. It's 1:30.
I fell asleep twice during that game. What are you talking about? But I'll say it was very good, but mirage, not the best of all time.
My answer would be a little bit more simple. I'm going to go mirage because for it to be the best World Series game ever for me, I want it to be the deciding game. Whether it be Game 5 and a team's up 3-1 and they win in a certain fashion, or it's Game 7 or Game 6. If it decided the series and that's how it ended, that would have been tough for me to say mirage. I probably would have had to go real if the Astros had won the World Series like they did. Last year's Game 7 with the Indians and Cubs is one of the best games I've seen in my lifetime. Mirage just because it wasn't changing. So mirage there. Real or mirage, the New York Jets at 3-5 right now. They're going to win another football game this season.
Real. They're playing too hard to not get lucky and win another game. There's something about this Jets team that they've actually rallied together. And I wouldn't be shocked if it's like a major upset kind of game. Like don't be shocked if they win Thursday against the Bills. Plus, you're at Tampa Bay; they're terrible.
Want to defend it, but they're not playing great right now. They're playing terrible.
Well, and let's not forget, I mean, the Patriots are starting to look like the Patriots again. That New Year's Eve game in New England might be for nothing. So they may win. They could win 2 or 3 more games.
I'm going to go real, but I'm not. I'm one. If I had to go over under a game and a half, I'd probably go under right now for the Jets. Here's what the Jets have become, okay? Everyone's in school, and you have a really dumb kid or a kid who just doesn't do his work. And what happens is that kid in September...
What's his name, Tommy?
No. I was two-time all-academic. Thank you very much. Anyways,
Just in case you're wondering.
You're in class, right? You know you have that really stupid kid in your class or a kid who just doesn't do his work. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, he gets 2 A's on his first quiz and his first test. Kid just knows math. I don't know. He knows something. Knows geometry. He's going to bank off that test for the rest of the year. Hey, can't fail. I'm at least going to get a D-. Can't fail the class. I got my first A. That's what the Jets are doing right now. The Jets were really good at one portion of the season. They won 3 in a row after starting off 0-2. Now it's like, they won 3 games. If they get to 3-8, people are going to be like, well, they're still playing hard, and they got 3 more wins than I thought. They're banking on the early success, and we're kind of giving them a pass right now. At some point, maybe in November, we're going to look at the Jets and say, yeah, they actually weren't very good, but we all knew that, but they played good at one point. So, they're going to win another game, but they're getting closer and closer to 3-13 every single week.
But you realize that 3-13 is still a top 3 pick.
I get that.
Well, I'm saying, Jets fans know this to be true. They will blow that. They will be the 6th overall pick. Somehow, some way, the Jets will be the 6th overall pick.
But it's like a win-win right now for Jets fans, which is so strange. Okay, let's say they go 3-13. Mm-hmm. All right, woo, we got a top 3 pick, or we got a top 6 pick. We did it. Maybe it'll be whatever. Hey, Jets fans, I told you we were going to have a top pick. So they're happy they lost, but they're playing competitive, so it's weird. They end up 15th, but finish 6-10. It's a tough spot to be a Jets fan right now. Real and Mirage, the New York Giants will benefit from this bye week for the rest of the season.
I'm going to say Mirage because they lost to the bye week. The bye week beat them.
No, they did not lose to the bye week.
I mean, you have to because they're healthier, but you're still playing the Rams, and the Rams are good. You come out of this game into the 49ers game. I may look at it a little different, but I don't really know what this team is.
This is the ultimate Real Mirage. It's like, this is really it. You're looking at it, you kind of can't figure it out.
I'm gonna say Mirage. They won't benefit simply because I've lost my faith in McAdoo at this point. I don't think McAdoo's a good leader. I think if he has the right coaches around him, he's like a less successful offensive-minded Rex Ryan.
I get that. That makes a little bit of sense. I'm going to Mirage too. Unless the players got legs and arm transplants over the past week, unless they're putting different people in helmets and it's Halloween edition for the Giants, the players aren't changing. The key guys are injured. The team's not good right now. If they come out and smack around the Rams, then maybe I'll look at Ben McAdoo and staff and say, okay, when they get some time to prepare, they can get a good game plan. If the Giants come out 14-0 against L.A., it's like, all right, maybe McAdoo does know a little bit of stuff here. But if they're down to Sean McVay, when McVay's had a bye week as well, I don't know how much that's going to benefit. Right. Because it kind of evens out there at the end. So,
who's the better coach, McAdoo or McVay?
As of right now, it looks like McVay, it looks like right now. I mean,
Doesn't
small sample size still, but McAdoo's gotten a little bit bigger.
Something
but he's
about watching him sit on those Gatorade coolers and right at the next play. I just love it.
It's a different style, it feels like. Maybe because he's just young.
It's a little more grassroots.
Yeah, something like that. Quarterback, Deshaun Watson for the Houston Texans. Real or Mirage, he's having the best rookie season ever.
Let
me
quarterback?
You beat me to it. Let's say that first. Best quarterback rookie season ever.
Man, I'm gonna go real just because how long it's been and like the amount of touchdowns and the fact that he just sat there yesterday against the Seattle defense and handled his business. Like, I know he threw the interception, pick 6 and stuff like that too, but for a rookie on a team that's supposed to be all defense, and they're just consistently throwing up huge numbers. I have to say real. I enjoyed watching him play more than any other rookie quarterback.
2 of the best rookie seasons we've seen recently, Matt Ryan and Cam Newton. So if you're a Texans fan, we're talking about MVPs later on in their career, had some of the best rookie seasons of all time. Oh, man, I can't believe I'm about to lean real here, but I'm leaning real. I think the only thing that's making me change is that if Deshaun Watson's team doesn't make the playoffs and they finish 8-8 or 9-7, does that make them Deshaun Watson a worse player? No. I mean, he still has a great season. So as of right now, he's on pace to have the best statistical rookie season ever. So, yes, I got to go real.
Was it the last 5 weeks? 33, 57, 34, 33, 38. Those are the amount of points they put up in the last 5 weeks.
In his first 7 games in the NFL, he's thrown 17 touchdown passes. In that same time frame, Peyton Manning threw 7.
Can you imagine? Think about this. He didn't have his star tackle.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have J.J. Watt. He doesn't have Whitney Merciless. Imagine putting up 50 points with those guys.
Here's the other thing about it. What was Tom Savage doing that had him beat him out for the job week 1? What happened in practice? What did they not see that we
got
all
off
see
to a
now?
slow start? I mean, the Jags made him look sloppy. That's what I mean. You want to talk? I mean,
I'm talking about like preseason. Like, how did Watson not beat him out?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Actually,
Killer Mirage
actually talked to the quarterback coach, and he said we're going to go with Savage. He's got more experience.
That's not a good enough reason. I just watched Watson throw his 20 touchdowns.
I'm just saying that's the answer that was given to me at the Saratoga Racecourse when I asked that exact question: who's going to be your quarterback and why?
If he was on Family Feud, I would not clap that answer. Okay, not even give him support. I got 2 more for you here.
Okay,
I can't answer this one, but I'll hint at it a little bit. Despite their loss to Ohio State over the weekend, Saquon Barkley, running back for the Penn State Nittany Lions, is the best player in college football.
He's the Heisman. He's got to be the Heisman. He does things out of that backfield that are so exciting, and like he can change a game, returning, receiving, and rushing. He's more fun to watch than anybody else in football right now.
I'll say this to cover my own butt. Don't look at the box score of what happened, okay? If you watched the Penn State-Ohio State game and you just, look at the box score. No. Barkley was an impact every time he got the ball. Ohio State's defense is good. You got All-Americans across the board.
Let me cover you. Who are your top 3 right now?
He's in the top 3. I'll say this about my top 3 for my Heisman. It's not against the grain, if that is a good enough
What
clue.
can you say? What can I
say?
Can you give a top 5?
I'll say this. I'll say the players that you think should be in the Heisman right now, I would say are in my top 4. There's no crazy God's dark horse that's jumping up. If you're studying stuff on ESPN, you're studying stuff on USA Today, I don't have one crazy name. So let's just say Barkley's doing very well.
Sam Darnold fall out of your top 3 yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can say that.
All right.
How about this guy?
You can say who's not there.
I can say who's not there.
You can list the entire collegiate roster.
Yeah, then just pick the choose.
And it's like, wait a minute, you didn't say this one.
By alphabetical order, too, by the way. So start with the A's and work your way down. Last one here. Stranger Things Season 2 exceeded your expectations. Spoiler-free answer here.
Mirage.
Wow.
It was really, really good. It was really, really good. I'm very upset that they only had 9 episodes. I'm very upset about that. I want 10 to 13.
Okay.
Minimum. I want a minimum 10 to 13 episodes. So, really good. Here's spoiler free. The acting is even better than it was last year, considering that we're dealing with mainly kids. That's pretty amazing. They opened some storylines I thought they could have done more with that they didn't. And 9 episodes. So really good, definitely worth watching. I'm not disappointed I watched it, but I wanted one more episode with more.
Not to nitpick, we really technically make the argument they only gave you 8 episodes. And we won't say why. Technically, they may have only given you 8 episodes because of how one episode was structured. Real for me, though, man, it exceeded my expectations. I was at a point where I was being that guy on the couch, like, no, don't know, what are you doing? We got to watch the next episode. And then driving in the car, having theories with the fiance, like, what if this, that, and this happened? And what if this is going to happen here? And then what if... There was a point, if you think back, like, halfway through, you wonder how this is all going to happen and how they're going to piece. And there's a lot that happens. And that's all I'm going to say. A lot happens in Stranger Things Season 2. I loved it. I hope I don't have to wait till 2019 for Season 3. That's a rumor out there right now. 2019, possibly.
That's it.
No year of Game of Thrones or Stranger Things, possibly next year.
If you're going to do that and you only give me 9 episodes, we got to fight. We've got to fight. You're
going to fight the Duffer Brothers?
Yeah.
And
I'll
Netflix.
Fight them. Yeah, and the kids. Put them all in. I'm ready.
Fight the kids.
I'll feed the one right to Pennywise.
I'm not messing with 11.
Oh, God.
11 scares me.
No, she's a girl.
Dusty's got a little heart in him, it's a little hat on there.
Dude, that kid's my favorite person in the world. Like I may have switched cable companies because of his commercials. I just think he's the best. That is Monday Mirages with Levack and Gosman.